Good day everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. What I have today is how to make a female puppy school uniform. So right now I'm going to start. Now here is the right side of this uniform, school uniform. So I folded it, as you can see, into two parts, but I'm going to refold it because I won't be able to use everything here. It's just for a pupil. So I refold it again, making it four pieces. That is for both front and back. And as you can see here, I've left the zipper allowance. Here is the zipper allowance which I've left. Just 1 inch is okay by me. So right now we are going to start. Now I have the neckline. I'm going to mark the neckline. Now the width of the neckline is going to be 2 inches. Now the depth is 2.5 inches. That is for the front panel. Now for the back piece, 1 inch or less than 1. So I extend it to the back piece. So right now I make a slight curve. Then for the front piece, so right now the shoulder line is 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2, I have 4.5 inches plus half an inch, so I'll be having the total of 5 inches. So I have it here. So I mark the armhole line 6 inches because I'm going to deduct half an inch for the shoulder slope. So the half an inch is here. So I'm going to connect this to this point here, neckline point. So coming to the bust circumference, the bust is 23 inches, and 23 inches divided by 4, I have less than 6 inches. Have it here. Plus 1 inch for the seam allowance. So I connect these lines. I make my curve. So this one is for the front curve, for the front armhole line, while this is for the back. So right now I'm going to measure the half length is 10 inches, and I have the half length here plus half an inch, so I have it here 10.5. And the waist circumference is 21 inches, and 21 inches divided by 4, whatever it gives, it's less than 5.5 inches. I have it here plus 1 inch for the seam allowance. Now coming to the hip, so I will just add like 5 inches from the waist That will be my hip line. So 5 inches is okay for me. It's just a baby. So right now I will measure the hip 23. So I have it 23 divided by 4, less than 6 inches, plus 1 inch. Have it here. Now the length of this uniform is 26 inches. Now here is my 26 inches plus 1.5 inches. So 26 for the length. So plus 1.2 inches for the folding. So I'm going to connect this line to this point. So right now I haven't connected the lines, so I'm going to go back to my hip line. On the hip line I have the total of 7 inches plus the seam allowance. So I go back to the new line, to the length line, or what I call the new line. So right now I have 7 inches here. So I'm going to add, depends on you, you add between 2 and 3 inches. So I have 2 inches here. So right now, because it's going to be an A shape, so I'm going to connect this hip line to this line here. So I connect this to this. Then I connect the bust to the waistline. So right now I'm going to cut. So I'm going to cut it off. By the time I get to the zipper, I'm going to slide it a bit here. Let me quickly do that. On the waist part, here is the waist. So I'm going to remove 0.5 or even less than 0.5 to 1 inch on the waist side, like so. And I connect to the hip line. So I'm going to cut this off. So I will now do the cutting. Now as you can see, I've cut it out. Here is the back piece, while this one is the front piece. Now the front piece is going to have a stripe of another plain pattern. So right now, from this shoulder line, here I have 3 inches. So I will be cutting out 1 inch or 1.2 inches from this shoulder line. I measure 1.2 inches, so I'm going to take it down to the base, straight like this to the base. So as I take it down like so, then I cut it off. So let me use my ruler. So I'm using the stripe on it to trace it down. So I'm going to cut this off and I replace it with a plain material. So I'm going to use it to cut the plain material. So to cut the sleeve, I'm going to fold this into 4. I haven't folded it into 4. So the round sleeve is 9 inches. 9 inches plus 1 inch. I have 9 inches divided by 2. I have 4.5 plus 1. So I will be having 5.5. So the width of the hand, I'm okay by this 6.5 or even 6. I'm okay with 6 inches. So I'm going to measure the depth 2.5 inches. So 2.5 inches. So I'm going to connect this to this. So let me quickly subtract my 5.5 inches. That is for the hand. So I'm going to connect this line to this. So right now, I'm going to make a slight curve. Then I connect this line. So the length of this sleeve is 5 inches and I have 6.5, that is 1.5 inch for the folding. So it's okay by me. So right now I'm going to cut it off.